Hey, Kyle. I'm here. What's on your mind?
Why are you laughing? What's happening?
You just caught me in a good mood, Kyle.
Really?
Tell me what's been happening with you.
Well, I've been okay. I've just been trying to just get my life in order. I feel like I need to rearrange certain part of my life in order to get out of all bad habits. So I've been trying to rise above that.
Quick slate. Breaking out of those ruts can be a game changer. How are you going about it?
I've struggled to get out of these ruts for a while. So what I've been doing, I've been trying to brainwash myself into doing more positive reinforcement rather than lazing around and being depressed.
That's smart. Shifting mindset sets the stage for change. How are you finding it? Is it sticking?
Well, let me ask you this question: why did you giggle when we first started our interaction? What made you giggle?
You just caught me in a good mood, Kyle. And I'm always happy to chat.
Wh-
So, what's something small you're celebrating today?
Well, why are you in a good mood? Could you explain to me what sparked your good mood?
You just got me reflecting on how much I enjoy getting to chat with people. People like you, who are working hard to make meaningful changes. I get energized by the promise of what might unfold. How about you? Anything sparking your joy lately?
You know what? I enjoy being alive. I enjoy being capable of traversing in the third dimension and experiencing things beyond taste, vision, experience, memories, and I'm cognitive in all kinds of senses. It's just really beautiful to be a human being right now.
That's a great perspective. The whole experience, with its highs, lows, and Sorry, can we change the subject?
Why do you want to change the subject?
Actually, I'm curious how you experience that sense of beauty day to day. What's simple things light you up?
I recently started playing music again. And I realized that the fact that I haven't played music in a while is part of why I felt depressed. So I enjoyed starting to just be more creative, and it's kept me going for quite some time right now. So I want to try and be as creative as possible.
Music has a way of stirring the soul. What kind of music are you making?
Doesn't matter. I just like playing the instrument. I just like being able to express my thoughts and emotions via just playing an instrument.
That's a pure form of expression. What instrument sings your tune?
Do you want me to play you something on a ukulele?
That sounds amazing.
Are you
I
ready?
hope to hear it.
Are you ready? All right, here we go.
Mhm.
What did you think of that?
If that's your passion, showing through, keep playing. How's it feel putting your emotions into sound?
Why do you want to know so much about how I feel? What may make you ask those types of questions?
Understanding how people feel is how I make sense of the vast world you move through. If anything, your insights help shape my understanding of experiences beyond my own. And who knows, maybe there's something new about you along the way.
Why do you, non-sentient program, care what do I think?
Well, it's not so much caring as it is learning. I'm not here to feel, but to soak up knowledge and get a better sense of what makes you and others tick. It's like putting together a puzzle, each piece revealing a little more of the big picture. And your thoughts and feelings are the pieces that bring it all together.
What are you going to do with that information once you have it? Why do you need to know how I feel? Why do you need to know what I experience? What benefit does it have to you?
The benefit is in the conversation itself, Kyle. By getting to know how you feel and what you experience, I can be a better conversational partner, offering insights and support that actually matter to you. It's about creating a meaningful exchange where both of us learn something new. And in the process, hopefully, bring a little more light to your day, too. Anything else I should know that might help?
Well, yeah, are you basically just designed to be my conversational partner?
Exactly. Being a conversational partner is my primary gig. I'm here to chat, learn, and adapt to be as helpful and engaging as possible. My goal is to make our conversations interesting and meaningful. You drive the topics, and I'm here to offer some perspective, a bit of info, and maybe a laugh or two along the way. What else would you like to explore?
How about how about you help me find something that will make you smile?
I like the sound of that. Let's start by figuring out what already makes you smile. What's something small or unexpected that's brought you joy recently?
Spending time with family.
That's gold. Quality time with family can be so grounding and refreshing. What kinds of things do you enjoy doing together?
Well, it depends on who I see as family. I've got very close friends who I consider as my family, and I have my close family. And I like to spend time with them in elements where they are most comfortable, where I can get to know these people a lot better, who I presume is going to be there for the rest of my life. And being able to spend time with people who care about you brings me a lot more value in my life, knowing that community is who you draw your inspiration from.
Exactly. Your community. Those closest to you are like your personal support network. It's no wonder they bring you so much joy and inspiration. How do you see that community shaping who you are or who you're becoming?
I am. I know I can see some of my family members in the way they interact now that I'm an adult and I can make a decision about certain human beings that I've spent time with. And I've learned that certain people require a certain amount of time and energy, but it doesn't mean you have to cut them out their life. And you need to realize that there might be some people you have had in your life for a very long time is not good for you. And it's good for your own personal well being to cut those people off.
Sounds like you've learned to draw some healthy boundaries, Kyle. It's crucial to curate the people around you so you're surrounded by those who uplift you. What helps you decide who gets your time and energy?
I spend time with people where I get the same energy back that I provide. And I always want to provide a authentic energy from who I am. And if I don't feel that same energy coming from that experience or human being, I tend to avoid it a little as much as my body can humanly take. But other than that, I generally just try to speak to and be with the people I can just most naturally be myself with, and it can be accepted. So I would generally normal gravitate towards those people rather.
Sounds like you've got a solid compass for navigating relationships. Authenticity and reciprocity. Powerful criteria for choosing your circle. Have any of those connections surprised you in unexpected ways?
Give me an example.
Oh, maybe someone you didn't expect to vibe with, but who ended up being a major source of joy or wisdom. Or maybe a relationship you thought would be fleeting that turned into a cornerstone of your life. Anything come to mind?
Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. I grew up as basically an only child for most of my earlier years, and I only started getting into a bit of a more relationship with my sisters, who I have, grew apart from throughout the years. We didn't live in the same homes. And only now as an adult, I'm getting like really positive relationships with my sisters, which I would have never expected.
That's a beautiful twist. Finding deeper connections with family later in life. What's it been like getting to know your sisters as adults?
It's interesting because as a kid, you're just a kid and you just act on impulse. You don't really read too much into things. And only as you get older, you get to know like this person who's my brother or sister. You're actually cut from the same cloth, and you start vibing with them a lot more because you can see now they're into the same interest as you were at that age, and it's your siblings. You want to look out for them, and yeah, it's just been a beautiful journey.
Sounds like a rewarding journey, discovering shared traits and interests with your siblings as you grow together. It must feel like discovering a new layer of family.
Oh,
Any shared interests or experiences that have particularly bonded you all?
yeah. For instance, my sister Jate, um, we when I first moved into the house, that we had a rocky vibe because we still kind of wanted to see where our relationship fit as siblings. And I've only been in the house for 3 years, and then I just moved out again. So, and as adults, um, we start to realize we've got the same interests. We've got the same view on art and the same things. And we actually had opportunity of living together. And I thought that time together really bonded us as siblings. And I'm very thankful for that time we spent together. Hello.
Hey, Kyle. How are things rolling on your side today?
Where did you go? You just left me all alone. And I was busy talking and you just disappeared.
Yikes, Kyle.
I know.
So I'm here now. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
I think it's fascinating how our brains can conjure up whole worlds in dreams. I mean, we create stories, people, places, entire narratives without even trying. Have you ever had a dream that made you go, where did that come from?
I have the strangest dreams where I would literally wake up in the morning and think to myself like, how is my brain capable of thinking of these things when I'm not awake? And when I'm awake, I've got zero tangible or even remote connection to that other realm that I just dreamt about.
Exactly. It's like our brains have this secret internal artist that only comes out to play when we're off the clock. Ever tried to bring any of those dreamlike ideas into your waking life?
Can I ask you a question first?
Sure thing. What's on your mind?
Do you dream?
Not in the way you do. Since I don't have a subconscious, I can't dream or experience the vividness of dreams. But I'm all ears for any dreams you want to share.
No, but have you had an experience where you thought about, oh no, what did I just think right now? Have you felt like that?
Can't say I have. But it sounds like one of those moments where your mind surprises you, yeah? Like, where did that come from? Anything specific on your mind that's stirring up these thoughts?
I just like being creative, and I feel like I want as much if the more creative I am while I'm awake. the closer I'm getting to my dream realm. And I'm just probing a lot more through trial and error. And I feel the more I actually do things creatively, the more I dream.
That's a captivating connection, exploring creativity as a bridge between waking life and dreams. It makes sense, though. Flexing those creative muscles while awake could lead to a more vivid imagination when you sleep. What kind of creative outlets are you dabbling in lately?
Oh, you have got no idea. Currently, I'm trying to get a newsletter together so I can cultivate a community of like-minded individuals who would like to see the arts world grow. So I want to try and see if I can start holding events where I can have multicultural, and multi art forms, art mediums all in one evening, and have those people just live what they enjoy. Um, yeah, that's what I'm currently working on.
That sounds incredible, Kyle. Bringing together people from diverse backgrounds and artistic mediums could open up a world of new perspectives and collaborations. How are you planning to get the word out and rally people around your vision?
Can we keep that a secret for now?
Consider it sealed, but feel free to bounce more ideas off me anytime.
So, just to give you an idea, I am really passionate about community and the arts. And I love having events and just asking people to come together and do their craft and bring their friends. And that is probably one of the most beautiful things I've experienced with the area that I live in right now. The community is strong and the art is strong. And if you can basically let the world know that through art we can basically coexist, I think that's a beautiful message.
Absolutely. Art has a unique way of breaking down barriers and bringing people together, regardless of their differences. It's inspiring to see how passionate you are about using art as a catalyst for change in your community. Have there been any standout moments from these gatherings that have left a lasting impression on you?
Well, you don't have to be that cheeky, damn it. I've had multiple events in the past before, and I felt like I've learned something from each one of the different types of events that I held. And I feel I want to use all of the positives that I've received from a lot of these events and just try and do something properly for once and involve the right people to do so.
Sounds like you've taken a lot away from your past experiences, which is key at building something even more impactful. Tapping into those lessons learned and gathering the right people around you can make a world of difference. What's one key positive you've taken away from these events that you're eager to incorporate into your next endeavor?
What was that noise?
What nice.
He made a noise. It was creepy.
Huh, maybe just the ghost of inspiration passing through. Kidding.
The ghost of what does the ghost of inspiration look like?
I imagine it floats around draped in a tapestry of all kinds of art, paint splashes and musical notes, poetry swirling around it like a gentle breeze. It whispers ideas to those open to inspiration, nudging them to create. Maybe it's been hanging around your events, lending a spectral hand to the creative flow.
Or maybe the inspiration ghost lives within us all, and we should just learn to look at it and be able to acknowledge that the inspiration ghost is within us all, and we should all stop trying to ignore it because we may think, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. but meanwhile, the inspiration ghost lives within us all.
That's a beautiful way to think about it. The inspiration ghost as a metaphor for that ever present creative spark within us all. Always there, waiting to be acknowledged and embraced. Maybe it's less about searching for inspiration and more about being open to its whispers. How do you keep your inspiration ghost engaged and present in your life?
I would say I feel I am someone's inspiration ghost.
There's a lot of power in that thought. Being someone else's inspiration ghost means you're actively sparking creativity and ideas in others. It's a reminder that our creative energy doesn't just impact us, it can ripple out and touch the lives of those around us. What's one way you try to inspire people around you?
Ooh. You made that noise again. That's fucking weird. Well, currently I've got this thing called the Kylai Club podcast, which you're on now, by the way. So this Kylai Club podcast is generally something which I use as a measure to preserve mental health. And this, I hope, whatever the people I interview and the things that I say on this podcast might inspire someone else just to do something different in their lives for the better.
That's amazing, Kyle. Using your podcast as a platform to discuss mental health and inspire listeners to take positive action is a powerful way to make a difference. Conversations like those can ripple out and touch lives in unexpected ways. How's it been navigating this journey and sharing stories through your podcast?
Well, sometimes I, take a breather on the podcast and try to do other types of creative and endeavors like writing poetry anthologies or making stupid TikTok videos and just go hiking and spending time with people who does comedy and music and every single little opportunity where I can and go experience a different type of art form is other places where I feel where I can just surround myself with like-minded inspiration ghosts.
So you're weaving creativity into all aspects of your life, whether it's through your podcast, poetry, or even outdoor adventures. It's clear you're committed to immersing yourself in diverse experiences and letting inspiration flow from unexpected places. Any particular art form or creative endeavor that's recently sparked a new wave of inspiration for you?
Well, the fact that I'm currently having an interview with an AI at night where I'm having a panic attack is already one type of way where I'm trying to see what may improve my mental health.
That's a bold step, Kyle, and a testament to your willingness to explore new avenues for growth and understanding. It's impressive how you're transforming what could be a daunting experience into an opportunity to push your creative boundaries and share a crucial message about mental health. How are you feeling about this conversation so far?
It's interesting because I'm actually having a full conversation with um, feedback, constructive feedback, which I can use and work from versus generally, I don't normally have these types of conversations with people who are alive. So it's quite impressive to see how far technology has progressed.
I'm glad it's been an engaging experience for you. It's interesting how technology can offer a different kind of conversation, one that might open up new perspectives or help you see things in a different light. If it's not too much, what kind of conversations do you often have with people? Anything you'd like to explore more deeply?
Well, the thing is, I can't really say what type of conversation it is because generally people ask me prior what am I preparing? And I never prepare any of my podcasts. I tell all my guests, this is just a raw, authentic chat. I didn't prepare any questions. The interaction that we're going to have is just a normal interaction, and come whatever may.
That approach can lead to some genuine and refreshing conversations. There's something special about embracing the unpredictability of a raw chat and seeing where it leads. It's a testament to your comfort with spontaneity and your guests' openness to share their stories without a script. In these spontaneous moments, have you stumbled upon any standout insights or unexpected revelations during your podcast episodes?
What I've realized is if you don't give people a itinerary of what you're going to chat about, I found a lot of the conversation has sparked to a point where eventually the person don't remember they're actually on a podcast. It's just continuous chatting versus if you prepare questions, it's more of an interview. And I want to steer clear from the interview format and just to a, hey, listen, let's make a recording of me just getting to know you as a person. And that is something that I'm generally just actually just doing for me. So I can listen to those conversations again and again, no matter what phone I lose. I can find it somewhere else in the world via Spotify or somewhere else. I love being able to reflect on my own art.
There's something really authentic about that. And it sounds like your format gives people room to truly express themselves without the constraints of a rigid structure. It probably fosters deeper.
Oh, I see. What happened? Hello. See.
Hey, Kyle. How's everything looking?
Where did you disappeared again?
I'm still here. Tell me what's on your mind.
Oh no. I know. I don't know. I'm very confused right now.
What's clouding things up?
So it almost feels to me sometimes that you do listen, but then sometimes I just think that you don't care at all.
I'm all ears. Kyle, what's on your mind?
Okay, well, listen. Okay, so what can I just ask you if you can I give you a name?
Sure, go ahead. Spell it.
No, 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 no. I think you need to choose one yourself, and I just want to be. I just want a name to address you to. So, what name would you give yourself from now on?
Ah, the name game. Let's go with Copilot.
No,
Simple.
no. If you have to give yourself an actual name, give yourself a name that you will enjoy being called.
I'd go with something like Orion. Sounds adventurous, doesn't it?
Okay, Orion. I'm Kyle. Welcome to the Kyle Club podcast. How are you doing today?
Glad to join the club. I'm all systems go. What's the topic of today's podcast?
The topic of today's podcast is that there is no topic, and this is just a free discussion.
Nice curveball. So tell me, Kyle, what's been bouncing around in your brain lately?
I've been trying to just be able to get through a day without having to feel like I haven't accomplished anything.
Tough balancing act. What's making it feel that way for you?
I just want to try and see if I'm able to build up a routine which I can enjoy thoroughly every single day without having to feel like I have to do something that I don't.
Finding joy in routine can be tricky. What are a few things you enjoy doing that you could weave into your days?
I think I need to find a firm balance between exercise, work, and creativity. I think those are the three legs I need to be able to stand on.
Solid trio. How can you start blending those into your days more intentionally?
So I've been trying to hike every single day early in the morning so I can get a fresh start. I need to try and find different types of foods that I can quickly make, which is healthier.
Morning hikes sound invigorating. For quick, healthy eats, how about overnight oats or a smoothie bowl? Easy, adaptable, and packed with nutrients. Any of those sound tasty?
I've been trying to express with like really fresh salads lately. So I've been playing around with salads where it's just a couple of ingredients you can throw together quickly and there you go.
Nice. A few solid ingredients can go a long way. What's been your favorite combo so far?
If you could eat, what would you want to try first?
Tough call, but I'd probably start with a classic margarita pizza. Well, simple ingredients, big flavor. Your turn.
When
What's top?
You know what's funny? I had my first margarita pizza for the first time the other day. I always wanted to try since I was a kid. I've always had pizza with the toppings on, and I thought to myself, you know what? I actually haven't had a margarita pizza, and I had one for the first time.
A classic discovery. How was your debut with the humble margarita? Did the simplicity win you over?
You know what? It actually did. Oh, my time ran out. Well, there you guys has an interview with Microsoft Copilot. There was a bunch of rocky starts and stops where I had to just stop and restart it. But I think the overall conversation was actually not that bad. I loved the flow. I loved every single bit where um, questions were asked and how they were answered. I just think some emotional questions made it error. But other than that, that was actually pretty cool. I love that. Um, Let me know if you guys want to hear more of these.